What's going on YouTube, man? What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Rock. Come back to y'all with another video, man. Another back. Y'all know I get down, man. Today I'm coming at y'all with most epic showcases of power in anime, man. Bro, anime has the craziest way to show somebody powerful, bro. The craziest way, bro. And they get me hyped every time, man. So we gonna go ahead and check this out, man. The original link is gonna be down in the description. So if y'all wanna look at that, let's go ahead and get to the video though.
Let's face it, over-the-top anime transformations with not a single thing making any sense whatsoever is what we live for at this point. The adrenaline rush knows no boundaries when you've got a character screaming at the top of his lungs, while the studio makes sure he gets his time to shine and beat everyone else to a pulp. It's nothing new or strange by any means, with the whole setting being the bread and butter of almost every other action anime out there. With that being said, let's have a look at some of the best showcases of power in anime.
Right
10. Alucard Unleashed Hellsing Ultimate.
I think this was the part we found out he was Dracula.
This vampire anime full of gore and blood is already a lot different from any other show that we've already witnessed. Put in a vampire as a protagonist who also happens to be a gunslinger and let the adrenaline skyrocket in this episode, where he just decides to let go of all the chains that have been keeping his potential, his bloodthirst in check this entire time. Foes and adversaries in Hellsing Ultimate have always had this disturbing feeling, this eerie vibe to them that made us cheer for this Dracula as he butchered them in full swing, drilling holes in each and every one of them. But trust me, no one saw this form coming even from a mile away, given how he just isn't anything close to the vampire that we've fallen in love with this entire time. Overpowered to infinity already, this form is pure overkill, and with foes popping up here and there, Alucard sure has a lot of things that could satisfy his thirst for blood that he had for a while now. Slaughtering enemies in style and swag, Dante has some competition. 9. Madara vs. Everyone, Naruto Shippuden.
Literally, nigga had to put everyone. Yeah, bro. This nigga went up against everyone. Everybody. Oh, shit. Why did I mute it? The fuck? Go back.
9. Madara vs. Everyone. Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah, Madara beat the shit out of them. He beat the shit out of them. It wasn't even one motherfucker versus all of them.
We all can agree that ever since he was introduced, Madara was more than just a step ahead compared to any other character in the Naruto universe. The guy's presence had this thing that would strike fear into the hearts of almost any other soul out there in an instant. But with the anime deeming him a favorite and setting the stage for him pretty well in all of those episodes, it isn't a surprise that he managed to become the new star of the show ever since his face hit the screen. Badass looks and the ninjutsu to back that voice acting up. Madara was just a beast through and through. I'm pretty sure we all have these memorable moments that made the character grow up on us, but this scene right here takes the cake for sure. Shown from a mile away, not even being in the focus.
What took the cake for me, this nigga hopped off the mountain, stared down this entire army, my nigga. Stared them niggas down eye to eye. This nigga started walking towards them, bro. Niggas was crying. Niggas was crying, dog. Bitches was praying. Niggas was scared. This one nigga was walking down on them. Them nigga was like, we about to die.
Of the camera, the shinobi just dashed forward and started destroying every other ninja on the battlefield without breaking a sweat at all. Plus, he made it look so easy that it was so hard to keep up with the screen at times. Everything happening at God's speed from the get-go. I guess that this resolves the long argument once and for all for everyone out there.
This was a great fight, bro.
8. Don't underestimate Nagisa, Assassination Classroom.
Nagisa, bro. Nagisa's a fucking snake. On this nigga neck in a second.
Let's be real here. One look at Nagisa, and as someone unknown to the series, it's hard to picture him as a male protagonist. I mean, we aren't the only ones having that difficulty with his own mates from the show. Class E, to be fair, making these jokes that make us feel like we aren't the only ones feeling that way about him. Not changing his look one bit the entire series, the guy sure takes to that accept and acknowledge me as I am to the heart, more than any other protagonist out there. But what he managed to do and pull off in the last few episodes of the first season still has us in a bit of disarray when we think back to the sequence, since no one expected him to have such a beast and slumber inside of him. All of a sudden transforming without actually morphing in any way at all. Being an assassin sure is hard, unless you're this blue-haired guy who seems to have been gifted with it all from the get-go. Those eyes that lust for killing. You can't deny that Nagisa is really terrifying once that switch is flipped. And with him using that in the next season as well, Koro-sensei and Karma won't be the only ones making our eyes go around the screen. 7. Hiei's Flame from Hell. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yup. The Hell Flame, man.
When it comes to Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm pretty sure most of the fan base would choose Hiei as their favorite character of all time, given how he's got it all, be it power, strength, or the aura. But if you weren't surprised by the guy using all kinds of tricks to overpower Yusuke in the first encounter, that first bout they had then, you're sure in for a huge surprise when the tournament arc kicks in. With all kinds of yokai there to party and have more than just a piece of these.
Oh my god!
The victor wasn't set in stone, and if Team Urameshi was to put an end to everything and be the ones starting out on top, they had to work for it. But when you've got Hiei, is there anything there to even worry about? Bringing the flame straight from hell while the 90s animation gives us an old school version of an anime character tearing his clothes off the weirdest way possible. The dragon from hell wasn't one any of us were happy to see, and with a mere shadow being what was left behind of the person struck with it, calling it an overkill just doesn't quite cut it in this case if I'm being honest here. Yu Yu Hakusho has its fair share of characters being overpowered and displaying these skills that take everyone's breath away. But this one right here takes the cake for almost all of us out there. 6. This is a Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Ball Z.
Of course y'all had to show this nigga off, man. The motherfucker was screaming for 3 episodes.
And ESPN Plus.
Fucking episode, bruh.
When it comes to transformations, I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball beats every other show by a long shot, given it has the most characters having the most transformations any other anime has featured in a single show. But when you've got Goku giving a speech, even if it's just him recapping about how strong he's gotten over the years, that yelling is about to give birth to something super good, since that's the sequence that the anime has been following since the good old Dragon Ball days, no? Boo sure didn't see that coming, since what seemed to be a Saiyan having a panic attack actually turned out them growing long blonde hair all of a sudden, only to pummel the other person to the ground using this newly acquired power that not even the legends have spoken anything of. That lightning, those transitions, everything was done so well for an anime from the last century, and that being one of, if not the most iconic transformation.
Super Saiyan 3, bro. The artwork on Super Saiyan 3, dog. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, bro. They turned that nigga, using Super Saiyan 3, boy, they turned that nigga from Goku to Kakarot. Like,
information Goku has gifted us with. It's safe to say that this very
that is Kakarot, nigga. That's not Goku, nigga. That face right there ain't Goku, nigga. That's Kakarot. That's Kakarot, bro. Spinning image of Bardock, nigga. That's Kakarot, bro. That's not Goku.
Dragon Ball as a whole.
That's Goku.
Crisp, cool,
that's
and
Goku.
breathtaking
The other
through
nigga was
through.
not Goku.
That exchange of punches and kicks only managed to make it all the more special, since that's what Dragon Ball is all about.
That's Kakarot. Like
5. A Levi we never thought we'd be seeing in our life.
Oh yeah. Levi went ham on these big niggas, man. Chop them niggas up. Chop them up, little bit.
Attack on Titan. No regrets.
Get your fingers out my way. Chop them up.
Levi
all
Ackerman,
the blood.
a name that's enough to make thousands of titles.
See, that's what niggas don't get about anime, bro. People don't get this, bro. You see this? You see this, man? Don't you ever compare this to a cartoon. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. Don't you ever. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm sorry. Don't do it.
Titans make a run
You
for
won't want your kids watching it. I'm gonna tell you that
it
much.
in an instant. Throughout the different seasons of Attack on Titan, we've seen the captain's rage more than just a few times now, and with no other Titan other than Zeke, aka the Beast Titan, stayed alive to tell the tale of his gear. Calling him the strongest soldier humanity has up its sleeve in this Titan warfare wouldn't be an understatement by any means. But who exactly
This man
is this
chopping
Levi
heads off,
Ackerman?
bro.
What are his origins? To everyone's surprise here, Attack on Titan actually dropped a couple of OVA episodes a couple of years ago where we get to see the captain during his young years in a desolated place that's different from the
he was
world
adopted,
empire
I
we've
think.
been
I think he
seeing
was
since
adopted.
the anime made its debut back in 2013. Making us see faces we know nothing about, it's almost strange to imagine that the hard-boiled captain has people he cares so deeply about, and with some
Well, actually, I don't even think he was adopted. No, he was adopted by Kenny. He was adopted by Kenny, but Kenny actually turned out to be his uncle, I believe. Kenny actually turned out to be his uncle. That shit got me, bro. Attack on Titan have so many. That's a well put together. It has so many twists and turns and plot twists and fucking bullshit that goes on, bro, from episode 1 to the end, bro. Like it's just, it's a great show all around. I'm pretty sure majority of people agree with me on that.
something happening to
Great show all
them.
around. When I saw that, bro, I saw that Kenny picked him up. So I'm thinking, Kenny adopted him, right? Kenny must have adopted this nigga, right? No. When Kenny died, Kenny adopted him, but we did not know Kenny was his uncle. Kenny's this nigga uncle. He did not know that either. Like, what?
It's only a given that he'd go insane and slash anything and everything that moves, making you
He
see
didn't know him
just
and
what
Kenny
happens
was
when
family,
you truly
bro.
piss the guy off, since all
Don't
these
get me
other
started. Don't get me started on this music. Listen to the music.
Titans don't even come close to making him phase one bit. Trust me,
That's some
you
empowering
want to
ass
see
music.
these episodes for they're worth every second that they offer. 4. Mob 100% and
Yup, Mob.
Mob Psycho 100.
Yup. The Mob hit that 100 mark, bro. He knocked this nigga to pay off his head.
This One Punch Man's long-lost brother is one hell of a kid, I tell you.
God, this man, One Punch Man, long lost brother. He could be. He could be.
From the outside, Mob is as normal as an average middle schooler can get. But it's a whole other story if you manage
He
to make
gets
the
mad,
guy
bro.
lose his cool when that percentage hits the forbidden
Yeah.
100%.
You piss
You're in a
him
world
off?
of hurt, and there's nothing saving you now.
Yeah, you
With
piss
the
him
anime
off, bro?
showing us that this percentage not enough either, it's safe to assume that the guy has a power level enough to blast the screen to bits, if he wants to, if that makes sense. I mean, the guy is a professional psychic. What more do you expect? Blasting Koyama's face to the ground after making him have a close view of the clouds he's been seeing his entire life. Mob has had one hell of a journey during the 2 seasons that the show has put out as of now, with the 3rd one about to hit the screen soon enough. We haven't forgotten about the we saw the last season, since that truly marked the end of it all, with the meaning being displayed and portrayed in all its honesty. Imagine making an already overpowered character getting a power spike. You don't want to be the one standing in front of him the next instant, that's for sure.
For sure.
3. Aizen versus everyone.
Aizen
Bleach.
versus everyone. Aizen, bro. Aizen played these niggas like a fiddle, bro. Look at him weaving. Look at this nigga weave
I'm
that
pretty
shit.
sure not a single soul out there wasn't caught off guard by
Look at
this
this nigga
plot
weave the
twist
fuck
of
out
the
of that nigga's
century
sword,
back
bro.
in the day. Because one
Weave
look at
your dumb man,
Aizen
what?
and writing him off as an average Joe would be something generations would do. But as if that reveal and illusion
Man,
wasn't
y'all playing on Isaac. That nigga Isaac took off them glasses, slicked back that hair with zero gel. That nigga said, man, I'm a tight now.
enough.
said, "Man, I'm
the
a
guy
tired
kept
now. What
coming
the fuck you
back,
talking?"
arc after arc, giving us a
What you
blank of
talking
his
about?
strong self, just to break free from the plot chains later
Look at
on
him,
in the
looking at
show
them niggas
when
like y'all
almost
some bitch
everyone has
niggas.
died.
So-
From taking on the captains one
that's some
after
bitch
another,
niggas.
some of the strongest that Soul Society has to offer, the guy didn't break a sweat and just went on a spree, taking out these powerhouses and pillars one after another like it was nothing.
Oh God, all
I'm
them
pretty sure
niggas
we all
strong as
remember
shit.
that scene as if it was yesterday, because that going hand in hand with his iconic character and that magnificent voice acting only added
Weaving his
more
ass.
meaning to the hype that Aizen has had ever since he was first introduced as this bad guy.
Yeah, Aizen voice actor was crazy. His voice actor was crazy. Real talk. English dub and sub, bro. His voice actor
Siding
was
with the
crazy.
wrong side, betraying his own kin. I mean, if that wasn't enough, we still have his bout, the final fight with Ichigo, as the main course for anyone starving for more after that scene. So yeah, we definitely got a lot more from where that came from in this case. 2. I don't care if this is the end. Gone Freaks. Hunter x Hunter.
The best thing I have seen, bro.
Swap winter blues for
That
bold
nigga,
colors and patterns.
boy. Man, I can't wait for the new season of Hunter x Hunter, bro.
Who's gone? I'm pretty sure we all had his image pop up right now, and seeing that smile sure lights up anyone's day in an instant. But there's always a limit when you cross that limit.
Cross the line,
Some of
bro.
the brightest faces.
Picho crossed the line, bro. She crossed the line, bro. You told me you could bring my nigga back from death. Where the fuck he at? Go and say, where the fuck he at? I've been waiting forever. Where the fuck he at? You mean you can't bring this nigga back? You done wasted my time? I'm finna beat your ass. this nigga gone got mad.
Mask some
Nigga
of the
said, "Fuck
wildest
this shit.
demons
I'm
that
tired."
one can imagine in existence. Neferpitou sure
Nigga
didn't
said,
calculate
"Fuck this
this
shit. I'm
happening,
tired, boy.
since
I'm
after
tired of all
taking
this
out
shit."
Kite, Gon's rage was already enough to strike fear into the heart of this lady who made sure her legs didn't let her foes talk
this nigga
even
gone,
for a
man.
second at times. But when it's revealed that Kite will never come back again, Gon's rage is something none of us could have anticipated.
God,
no
that boy
matter
Gon
what.
said, "You can't
A
bring my
thought
nigga
none
back,
of
I'ma
us
take you out
expected.
this world."
The
I'm
all
like,
grown-up
stop
Gon
playing
not
with me.
giving a
He
single hoot
kicked the
about what's
shit out of
been
her.
going on around him just
my
shows
God.
how pissed he was at this aunt who ruined it all for him.
my
Well,
God,
what
he beat
followed
her
sure was
ass.
satisfying, since that rock, paper, scissors segment over and over again made Pito's face transform into something not even Miriam would recognize for days to come. The way his eyes lose their shine and the way he just jumps at her with everything he's got. This is for sure one of the
Well,
most
look
iconic
at the
scenes
utter
ever.
disappointment on this nigga face. The utter disgust. He kicked the
1.
shit out of her.
Gojo takes
Gojo.
off his pad.
Gojo beat this nigga ass so good. He beat this nigga ass so good, bro. Like I don't even know how to phrase that so that it doesn't sound stupid. Like, bro, he disrespected this nigga to absolute of disrespect. Like,
Jujutsu
this
Kaisen.
nigga came at him
Yo,
stupid. He took that mask off, fam.
無料空所
With the
That nigga
movie
Gojo took
already
that mask
popping
off, he was
off,
done
and
for-
the
look, this
season,
nigga already wanna
something
quit.
we've binged more than just a couple of times already. Gojo has been the man since the very first episode. Being that smug while having the skills to back his character up. The way he fought reminded us of someone from the past, except that the guy just got a whole lot of new power-ups to make him even more godlike. But that's well and all, but you can't help but rank the iconic scene as the best the guy has brought to the screen so far. Taking off that eye patch while making every other fan go crazy in a heartbeat at most. From the domain expansion to the dialogue, everything is executed to perfection, and with the animation studio Mappa not holding anything
ripped
back
that
when
nigga
it comes
head
to
off his
censorship
body, bro.
either,
Oh
we
my
still
God.
remember the scene to be something that made Jujutsu Kaisen hit a lot more eyes than it would have without it. It's just
real.
one off, if not the best scene this season has produced, and with the movie coming out soon enough, it's going to be a tough battle for that #1 spot.
Oh my god, dude. Ripped that nigga head clean off and threw it
And
away.
you need this
Oh my
done.
god. Anyway, man, that's the end of the video. The original link to the video is gonna be down in the description if y'all wanna go check that out, man. If y'all new to my channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment with us. Y'all want me to react to down in the description, and I got y'all boys, man. But I'm gonna catch y'all next. Deuce.